Drinking tea may reduce your risk of heart disease and stroke. New research shows improved cardiovascular health among people who drink tea 3 or more times per week. The health benefits are attributable to polyphenols, a compound found in black and green tea along with other foods. The benefits were most pronounced among drinkers of green tea, and also for men rather than women. A cup a day could help keep the doctor away, and increase your lifespan. Researchers suggest that drinking tea 3 or more times a week can lead to improved cardiovascular health and a longer life. In their large-scale, long-term study, researchers from the Chinese Academy of Medical Sciences in Beijing tracked 100,902 participants with no prior history of heart attack, stroke, or cancer. This group was split into 2 cohorts, those who drank tea 3 or more times a week and those who didn't. After follow-ups for a median time of 7.3 years, researchers determined that those who drank tea more frequently were more likely to stay healthy for a longer period of time. Habitual tea drinkers were found to be 20% less likely to develop heart disease and stroke, 22% less likely to die from heart disease and stroke, and 15% less likely to die of other causes. A subset of slightly more than 14,000 people was also assessed in a follow-up study. Those who kept their tea drinking habit in both studies saw more pronounced benefits, including a 56% lower risk of fatal heart disease and stroke. Polyphenol power. Experts say the health benefits seen in habitual tea drinkers might be attributed to polyphenols, organic chemicals that are found in both black and green tea. Polyphenols are derived from plants, especially flowering plants. The phenol part of polyphenols are where the plants and flowers derive their scent or aroma, and the polyphenols itself are known to have cardiovascular benefits. These benefits include improvement in function of the blood vessels, more dilating and less constriction. These compounds can also increase good cholesterol, which is also cardiac protective. These compounds also have a reduction in inflammation and makes our platelets, clotting factor, less sticky. All of this combines to make a chemical that's a known booster of cardiovascular health. Experts point out that because polyphenols are not retained in the body for long, it stands to reason that frequent, ongoing tea consumption is necessary to see the benefits. Green or black? It's worth noting that the benefits vary depending on the type of tea. While both black and green tea contain polyphenols, the differences may be more pronounced among drinkers of green tea. This could be because the fermentation process that goes into creating black tea might dilute the effectiveness of polyphenols. There's also the fact that black tea is often served, and diluted, with milk. An expert noted that the preferences of research participants skewed heavily toward green tea. He said that 49% of habitual tea drinkers consumed green tea most frequently, while only 8% preferred black tea. The small proportion of habitual black tea drinkers might make it more difficult to observe robust associations, but our findings hint at a differential effect between tea types. Another wrinkle to consider is that health benefits were more pronounced in men than in women. Researchers said this could be attributable to the lower incidence of heart disease and stroke in women. There's also more data on men who frequently drink tea, as 48% of men and only 20% of women were identified as habitual tea drinkers. The authors say their research is ongoing and should yield more findings as more data is gathered. This year, drink more tea. Non-tea drinkers can probably adjust their lifestyle to include 3 or more cups per week into their routine. But for those who don't drink green tea, there are other ways to get these benefits. Polyphenols can also be found in foods such as red wine, dark chocolate and berries. Supplements containing synthetic polyphenols can also be found, but they're not as beneficial as the real thing. The message from this study is loud and clear: tea, particularly green tea, is cardioprotective, and should be considered as another tool in the cardiac prevention toolbox. Thanks for watching.